Alright folks, today we're going to be talking about the three main philosophies of the left. Or rather, the three main divisions of the left. It really depends on what you rather call it. So first off, we have the left, or the orthodox left. We have the post-left, and we have the alt-left, or the alternate left. Okay? So, let me show you an example of the left. Typically, and in regards to this, we're only going to be referring to the radical stuff, so situations where like actual leftism, not the moderate stuff like social democracy or something like that. So the left is defined by socialism at minimum. Basically, it is the idea that we hybridize scientific thought with utopian thinking. Alright? Which basically means that we try to achieve a utopian goal by using scientific methods. So, socialism, for example, is one of those. Marxist socialism is one of those. So, under Marxism, basically the idea is to establish a socialist system and gradually incorporate more and more utopian elements over time. Which basically means that at first, socialism implements workplace democracy, meaning that the workers control their workplaces. This destroys class divisions, making socialism classless. Then socialism removes money and currency. This makes the socialist country moneyless. And then, finally, when the socialist country transfers from socialism to communism, they do so by finally getting rid of the state apparatus. And at that point, it has transferred from socialism to communism, a stateless, moneyless, classless society. But there are other versions. For example, the post-left takes a more scientific approach. Basically, very little utopianism, very, very much just scientific method, alright? So they typically take very nihilistic approaches to the left and are basically like they believe that the ideal will never be truly achieved, and so in order to get as close to the ideal as possible, you have to reflect the ideal within yourself. Typically, these kinds of post-leftists do not advocate for any kind of society, but there are a few. For example, ideological egoism, which is the idea that the ego is who you truly are, and that it is chained down by things called spooks of the mind, ideas that exist long after the deaths of their creators, and that only by liberating yourself from these spooks can you truly be free. This egoism is the most prominent of the post-left ideologies, but with a close contender being anarcho-nihilism. Finally, we have the alt-left. The alt-left basically believes that we should lean immediately into utopian thinking. So, take for example, the anarchists. The anarchists are in this category and by anarchists I specifically mean anarcho-communists, because they believe that we can achieve a communist society right now without having to go through the socialist state. And so they believe that we can destroy the state, we can destroy money, and we can destroy class divisions all in one fell swoop. So basically, anarchists are very, very focused on removing as many unjust hierarchies as possible. Alright, I hope you liked this video and I hope you learned something. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to support the channel. See y'all!